Hi. I programmed Gobblet Gobblers. This is the game Gobblet Gobblers. If you don't know how it's played, I don't know, go Google it. I don't want to explain it to you. I mean, yeah. This was the most complicated project I've ever worked on, I'm pretty sure. Because, you know what? I'm gonna slightly explain it to you, whatever. It's like tic-tac-toe, but like there you have three sizes of pieces. Each player has two small ones, two medium ones, and two big ones, and the bigger ones can eat the smaller ones. And also, when it's your turn, you can either choose to place a new piece or move one that you've already placed. However, if your piece resides under another one, well, obviously you can't move it. And you win just like in tic-tac-toe when you have like a row or a vertical line or a diagonal line. Um, However, pieces that reside under other ones do not count. So yeah, um, and also yes, you can eat your own piece, which you can do some weird, cool tricks with that. So this was kind of complicated to program because I had to check whether, well, first of all, can you play there? And that's different whether there's a small piece or a big piece, or whether you've chosen a big piece or not, and do you have the required pieces in hand, or have you played all of your big ones? And a bunch of stuff to take into consideration. And also just checking if you've won was complicated because some pieces are under other ones and you have to not count those. So yeah, it was complicated, but I did manage to do it, and it was actually quite fun. I think overall it took me something between 6 and 8 hours. This is definitely the biggest project I've ever worked on. It's like 350 lines, and like I'm in my first year of college, so like I'm not even supposed to know how to do this stuff, but who cares? Um, so I'm gonna talk to you about how the code works because I don't know, I'm bored. Um, so basically here I'm saying, so while the game hasn't ended, uh, each turn. So this while loop is basically each turn. So this stuff is what happens in one turn, and then when it starts over, it's the other player's turn. So, oh, just a second. I'm just checking my code. Is this a bug or is this fine? No, I think it's fine. Okay. Um, so so each turn, it starts by drawing the boards. These are the two boards. You're gonna see later why there's two boards. And then, you know what? Let's start by playing the game. So yeah, the this is the playboard and this is the help board because you'll see. So and these are the the pieces each player has in hand. So player X. Now it asks me if I want to place or move, but I can't since I don't have any pieces on the board. It doesn't ask me if I want to move a piece because well I can't move any pieces. So let's place something. Then where do I want to play? I want to play in. So like by looking at the help board, I can see which which what do you call them, squares which number are each squares. So if I play on 0, then it asks me if I want a big one, a medium one, or a small one. Let's place a big one. So then it places an X because I'm player X, and it's red because it's the big ones. So if player O wants to place something, now we can all agree that player O cannot place something on the square 0 because I've placed a big one there. So if he tries to play something, it doesn't let him. So let's make him play on square 4. And what do I want to play? He wants to play a medium one. So now player X player X can move something because he has a piece on the board. So if he chooses move, which piece would you like to pick up? The only piece he can pick up is 0. However, if he tried to pick up the 4, it doesn't let him. So 0. And where do you want to place it? Since the piece on 0 is a big one and the one on 4 is a medium one, he can place it on top of him. So let's do that. Bam. He's just eating it. And as you can see, player O cannot move anything because he has no available piece, because his piece resides under another one. So he must place another one. Yeah, I think you get how the game works. So yeah, that's why there's 2 boards. Then this is drawing like the UI, the how many pieces do you have. This is drawing the pieces over the boards. This is for the debug screen at the bottom, which I haven't removed yet. This is the message. So this little function, the ternary operation or the question mark operation, is really important. I've used it like so many times in this project because so basically this is the message is adding this if this, otherwise it's adding nothing. So basically if apologies, if the player can move a piece, then it adds the option to move to the message, otherwise it doesn't add anything. And same thing, if yeah, that's basically it. Wait. Oh, is this a bug? I think there's a bug. Let's see. Like, oh ho ho. Okay, I found a bug. So it removes it from the message, but you can still do it. So let's live fix a message. I know how to fix this because I've done it later in the code. The same thing. So if so, let's see. Can move board player question mark am default. Oh, can move. Yeah, okay, and let's do something with this. Can place pieces player out pull. You know what? Out pull. Let's make dummies one because we've already checked them earlier. Dummy one out pull dummy 2 and out pull dummy 3 question mark p dummy. No, not dummy. Default. Alright, so we've live fixed the bug. So now we cannot choose to move. See, it doesn't let us. Perfect. So then it says if you've chosen to place something, then it goes to place. Now the place function is here. So it asks where do you want to play, and then it checks if it, first of all, you can play there, like you can play something there. Like if there's already a big one, you obviously can't. Then it checks, can you play a medium-sized character there? And then it checks, can you play a small-sized character there? And then it says, yeah, well, it checks if you have whether you have big, medium, and small characters. So depending on which one you have, the message is gonna change. If you don't have any big ones, it's not gonna add. It's not gonna tell you that. It's not gonna ask you if you want to place a big one because you don't have any. And yeah, that's basically it. And then this is the move function here, which is very similar. It checks first of all if you can. Where is it? Which piece would you like to pick up? Where is it? Oh yeah, there. Here. It checks if the place you've picked is your character or not. And otherwise it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And then it checks if where you'd like to place it is a valid spot or not. And then it removes from the board where you had previously your character, and then it places it on the new spot. Then here it draws the UI, here it draws the help board, here it draws the playboard. And this function is really the star of the show, the find higher. Basically what this function does is it checks for the spot XY, it checks first of all which layer is the highest layer. So is the biggest piece a small one, a medium one, or a big one? And it also checks which player's piece it is. So this function basically lets me do everything. And at the end, it checks whether the game has ended. And as you can see, I've used the function a lot. It checks for each possible wins whether the biggest piece are all of the same player. Yeah. It's pretty fun. Yeah, so let's play a game. So I'm gonna place a big one here, and then player O is gonna place a medium one here. So I'm gonna place. Wait. Oh, I'm gonna. Where do we play player? I said 4, medium. And player X is gonna eat it with his last big piece. A big one. As you can see, it only offers me a big one because on the spot 4 I cannot play a medium one because there's already a medium one. So a big one. And player O is gonna place, obviously, on the spot 3 a big one to prevent the other one from winning. So player X is gonna do something really clever. He's gonna repurpose his piece. He's gonna move the piece 4 to 2, and as you can see, it reveals a green one here. So player O is gonna place, obviously, on the spot 8 his big one. And then player X is gonna panic and make a mistake. Actually, player X is gonna place on the spot 0 a medium one because he doesn't have any big ones yet. However, he forgot that player O can move his pieces around, and player O is gonna move his piece That is on 3-0 and win the game. There you go. Oh, there's a bug here. It doesn't show which player has won. I'm gonna fix that later. Whatever. So yeah, that was it. That was pretty fun. Have a nice day.